Hey guys, how you doing? Osha Betty ran again, and I'm going to talk about the expert opinion. Everybody, they love expert opinion. In some cases, an expert is absolutely necessary. You need a doctor. Sometimes you need a lawyer. And sometimes you need an expert to tell you what to do. But everything that involves a particular field, you don't need an expert. If you look at any field you can find, what they often do, each field, they take they create a different jargon for their field, and it's basically based off of simple words that you already know, which is basic common sensible. I just made a word. You know, and what I've always thought of is, look, if you don't like the way things are now, who of you guys have been listening to all these years? Experts. And I think all of them, they use the same sales approach where they try to scare you real good. They recommend that you do all these procedures and recommend that you buy all these things that you don't even necessarily need. When you ask them a question about something, they don't really answer your question. They give you these, they call them couched, these old couched words and things like that. And they don't tell you nothing. The only thing they want to tell you is come spend your money. This is the age and era of greed, avarice, and manipulation. Because I've never seen an era in the world where common people have been reduced to dependency. People don't know how to grow food. You got men around the house don't know how to fix nothing. Some people don't own any tools. And so what you have reduced yourself to is a human resource. A human resource. Why do you think at a job they call you a human resource? Because, my friend, you are human capital and you are nothing but a product to these people. Aren't you a man or a woman? Don't you have a soul? Don't you have flesh? Then why then would you resort to be treated as if you are a product at the grocery market? Like you're a pack of meat at the meat at for your daily butcher. Have some pride in yourself. Have some self-confidence in your own abilities to know that if you actively go out there and search, you can find an answer and you can make an informed decision. But as long as you reduce yourself to dependency, somebody always going to be making a living off you, and somebody always going to be treating you like you're cattle and livestock. Because if you look at the way everything is, every time you go out there and engage in commerce, it's only a small percent of the people that's actually getting paid off of you. And ironically, these are the same people, no matter what country you go to in the world, they the ones that run the show. It's no coincidence that the same people you go to stay in power. They go from office to office. They go from company to company, think tank to think tank, bank to bank, political party to political party, and they running the show. And the reason they running the show, guys, is because to be in a position of power, you have to be a damn psychopath. You can't have no feelings. You can't have no heart. You can't have no empathy and no regard for human life. When you get a common person that only thing he thinks about is working and trying to survive, he's got empathy for his fellow man. And he's not thinking about trying to rip people off. And for some reason, honest people, humble people, always seem to attract psychopaths around them. And these people keep up hell and havoc every step of the way. They're combative. They cause contention and strife between the people around them. Okay, I'm babbling again. Don't allow yourself to be used and manipulated by people, and do not allow yourself to be scammed by these companies. Because let me tell you something. I began to work on my own cars and fix things at my house. Now, there's been a few times I nigger rigged a few things and messed up some things, but I managed to get it right. Anybody that you go look to do work for you is not your friend. They're looking at you as a product. They're looking at you like a lion looks at a gazelle who asks for a drink of water.